What's up, everybody? Today we have found ourselves in the lovely city of Surrey, BC. I have traveled great distances to come check this van out. These vans are very hard to find a good deal on, and when there's a good deal, they're scooped up pretty quick. So what we have here is a 2010 Mercedes Sprinter 2500, 144-inch wheelbase, high roof, V6 turbo diesel with 200,000 kilometers, and a bunch of shit wrong with it. In great condition, this would be around 35 grand. He was asking 25. It has body damage all over. It's been in lit mode from not servicing the emission system. It's got an injector and various other engine components unplugged, so this thing barely drove over 50 kilometers an hour. So after pointing all that out to him, we made a deal at 17,800 bucks. So first things first, you have to give your van a mild durability test with a few bros to see if it's worthy of being camperized. After some mild testing, we only managed to knock the exhaust off, so it would appear this van is worthy of camperization. So we're going to get into it. We're cutting a hole in the roof for the Air Max 95. We got 100 watts of solar going on here. And most importantly, we're going to start cutting out the sides of the van to install our flares. So these flares are from Backland Expedition Gear out of Alberta. They're the medium depth insulated flares. Now the problem you run into with these sprinters is they're not wide enough to sleep sideways. So if you decide to go this route and cut out the sides of your van and install these flares, it just makes for much more optimal layout configurations. So I went with that option, and here we are cutting out the van, and we're going to mount them and secure them until they set up. Okay, so just like that, we are sideways sleepers. This gives you a 6'4" length side to side. So I'm editing this about 2 years after we filmed these clips, and the reason being is I just lost a bunch of steam, which you'll see why at the end of this video. But now my van is totally done, and I'm wanting to get back into uploading the videos about it, and I want to post them all chronologically. So at this point, my van had just gotten the flares installed, the solar, the wheels and tires. This is the van right before dropping it off for body work, where they repainted the rear doors and fixed some dents. So at this point, I'm into the van for about 26 grand. And after the body shop, I brought it back to my shop, where I painted all the plastics, the hood, the flares with a Raptor line textured paint. And when I finished this, I was pretty happy with how it looked. It was looking pretty clean. A lot of the body damage was taken care of. And on my drive home, the motor decided to seize. So I didn't know it at first, but after bringing it to a shop, they concluded that's what happened. And it was pretty devastating because there wasn't really many options. These motors were really hard, next to impossible to find, and super expensive. So I ended up having to choose a fix that I would later regret. And I'm going to get into that in my next video, but for now, look at my nice van getting towed up onto the tow truck. So till next time.